Hey guys, welcome to the session. So unfortunately, I was not able to interact with you directly in the live section, but uh, I just recorded the video. So the section is mostly focusing on what are the tools and few programs which will be commonly used for uh, doing some attacks and doing some investigations based on that. So in this section, I'll be focusing on few tools and few programs which will be commonly used by the malware creators like threat actors. So let's jump onto there. We'll see few tools like Wireshark and circuit programming, interacting with the reverse shells and how the DLS programs has been executed. There are a lot of things, but you need to learn. But this video will be mostly focusing on tools which we will be using for offensive and defensive part. But I will not recommend this kind of practice directly jumping into the tools, but you have to learn how the tools will be working and sort of the actual functionality of the tools. You need to understand each and everything before you jumping into the tools, because the tools are there are many tools. You can take some scripts from the GitHub and you can compile it and you can use the tool. But before that, you need to understand so what the tool was doing and what actually it was there. So it's a bit difficult when you are jumping onto the cybersecurity. So I will give you the solutions for everything for learning cybersecurity depth. Um, so let's start our first program. So before we diving into the tools, uh, so we need to learn so what was the purpose of the tools and why it has been created. Um, so if I take example for any other executable present in the GitHub or any malware repo, you can't able to understand what's happening here. But what I did, I created my own malware. I created my own second programming, so you can understand a bit. So how the tool was working and what are the strings we have written and uh, how the strings will be displayed in the PE Studio and PEBR. So the tool name was a PE Studio and PEBR basically. So let me jump onto the program which I have created. Let me open my desktop. So you can see the program here, socket hack dot C. This is a C program. Maybe you have learned in the first year. Uh, so you all know about this is the library files which we are working. So WinSocket. So this line is responsible for socket programming. So if your program needs to communicate with the internet, or if your program needs to download or upload something to the internet, you need to use the socket programming for that. The reverse connections. The hackers can able to communicate to the channel, command and control channel. So there will be a network connection to be going on. So you will be using the socket programming. Anyways, so we will give some data like IP address and what are the ports we are using, and these are the program which I have designed. I'm not going to explain everything. So what's the programming is about. So this is like a main circuit. It will pull the AF INET, the IP address here, and we are using the TCP communication. So there's a soft stream and IP proto TCP. So anyway, we are using a TCP for our communication. So that, and we are pulling the attacker port and attacker IP here, INET address. So we need to convert this into we need to convert the IP address into strings. So we are using the INET address for that, and we are opening one of the process cmd.exe. So whenever you execute this program, so it will start a cmd.exe uh, in your target machine. So then it will give a reverse shell to you. Okay, so let me start other Windows machine. So maybe you have if you are in a cybersecurity, if you give me a second. So I have started my VM machine. So if you want to learn a lot of things in cybersecurity, the best things I will suggest, you need to practice using, you need to understand the concept, and you need to practice that, practice that thing. That will definitely work you to help to improve your knowledge and improve your skills in cybersecurity basically. uh, yeah, my Windows machine has been started. uh, Maybe you can feel some lag from my machine because I have started many windows. Let me change my laptop performance. Give me some time. Okay. Yeah, let's start our program. So I just compiled this program and I changed it to executable format. So this is my executable. So reverse circuit.exe. If I execute this reverse circuit.exe in the Windows machine, so it will it will give a reverse connection in my calling machine. We will see that what happened in the background. Let's before Okay, let's execute this program and we'll jump onto the session. We'll go to the program one. So I have used the port as 8567. This is the reverse port I have used. So I will get a reverse connection from this port. Let me give a command like netcat lvp 8567. Let me verify it's correct or not. Yeah. So now the reverse connection has been started. That we will execute the circuit program which we have created on the Windows machine. So we will execute that. And now when I execute this command, so you can see there's a cmd.exe has been started. Command has been started, right? Command prompt has been started, and I got a reverse shell from in the Kali machine. So this is the attacker machine. So this is the hacker machine which I am using for my uh, uh, for testing everything. So, okay, uh, it's like a lab. Okay, so this is the Windows machine which I have using for a testing, and I just executed the reverse circuit program, and now I got a reverse connections here, so I can control my Windows machine from here. Okay, so you can see I just executed the ifconfig command. It was displaying the IP address of the machine. So if I execute few more commands, it will give the uh, so you can see all the items which will be present in the Windows machine that will be displaying in the Kali Linux machine. So this is the Kali Linux machine. It was displaying in the Kali Linux machine. So this is called as the reverse connection. So when you are executing any reverse connection or any malwares or any trojanwares, any sort of malicious programs inside the target machine, so you'll be getting a reverse connection to the attacker. So if the attacker can control your machine remotely by executing a few more commands. Okay, so he can able to do whatever he needs. He can basically do anything. So this is the complete control of your machine. We can control any you can give any command, and you can do anything. uh, you can do anything in that machine. Okay, so we will explore the tool now. So first tool which I am saying, it's a PE Studio. So you can, if you want to get this tool, so just go to the Google and let's download the PE Studio. You can see the website, download PE Studio. and you can get the download button. There's two versions, pro versions and free versions. So free version is enough for us. I have a pro version also, but I'm not using that. I will be using the free versions only for teaching my students and taking sessions, but pro version will be doing more things than the free version. Okay, uh, let me jump onto the tool. So this is the PE Studio. Let me execute the PE Studio here. So now you can see this the console. So this tool will be mostly used for the malware analysis, malware initial assessment, malware analysis. This tool will do the static analysis for a malwares. Let me pull our executable which we have developed, which we have created. So the program is a reverse circuit. So this is the program which we have created, and you can see it give lot of things. What are the indicators? And I already said we have used the Windows circuit library. So let me jump on to the program which we have created. So you can find out there is a WS30 W232. You can see the same wordings in the same text in the PE Studio, which we are investigating the file reverse circuit.exe. Now you can see there is some API functions has been used, and there is one of the IP address has been written. The IP address was 192.168.18.3. So because I just gave this IP in my uh, reverse circuit program, right? So this is the program which we have created, and we compiled this program, and we will get the reverse circuit.exe. This is the final output we got. So this is the final output reverse circuit.exe we got, and we executed this program in the target machine, right? So once I executed, I got a reverse connection in the Kali machine. And if I go back to the PE Studio, you can find the same IP address here, so which we have given in the program. So this is the attacker IP. The attacker IP is a Kali machine IP, absolutely. So if you want to check, I will give the clue. You can see the IP address of a Kali machine 18.3, and this is the same IP which we have given. So once this program executes in the Windows machine, so any Windows machine, it will give a reverse connection to my Kali machine. So the Kali machine IP was this is the Kali machine IP. Okay. So you can see the same IP address here, and the file entropy, the repeated strings are 5.075. So no problem in that. And let me take the hash of this file will be SHA-256 will be this, and size of the file will be 15360 bytes. Probably it could be some 15 bytes program. It's executable anyway. It's an executable, and let me go for more interesting concepts, strings and all. So you can now see the strings. The cmd.exe has been there, and you can see the same process cmd.exe which we have programmed here, right? So this is the malware analysis tool. This tool will be helpful to do the initial analysis of the malware, so we can flag, so we can find the attacker's IP, so where the uh, IPs has been communicating. Okay, so I will give the introduction to one more tool. The tool is named as maybe you have more you are familiar with that tool. The tool name is Wireshark. So this tool will be also used for a network monitoring. So if you need to monitor the network, so what are the packets has been sending, what are the packets are receiving, so you can use this tool and monitor the packets, okay, incoming and outgoing packets. Okay, so we already took a reverse shell. We already hacked our Windows machine here, and this machine has been controlled by the Kali machine, right? So this if I execute any command here, if I give dir, it was displaying every files and folders in a Windows machine. So anyway, there is some network communication has been going on. So this tool will be helpful for monitor your network. So what are the incoming and outgoing packets are transferring to the sender or a receiver, or receiver to sender, sender to receiver, any incoming and outgoing packets. Okay, you have to choose the based on the graph. You have to choose the thing, and the Wireshark is a very good tool, and it has a lot and lot of functionalities. You need to use the filters for most of the time, but filters, for using the filters and all, you need to understand. So understand the protocols. So how many protocols are there? So the cyber security is like that. So you, this is not like a programming or any other domain. This is a different domain. If you want to learn, if you want to learn some concepts, you have to be you have to be more clear about the basics and what you need. Okay. uh, so I don't know how many of you know the ports and protocols. So how many ports? So for example, the HTTP, HTTPS, and 8443. This are the you'll say it as a ports and protocol. You need to understand that concept before uh, before learning this kind of tools. Okay. So every tools in cybersecurity and ethical hacking, it will be like that. You need to understand each and everything. Okay. So let me execute some command here. Some any command. Okay, if config, let me do okay, ip config, and who am I slash priv, anything, any commands which I have given. Just I will be filtering this uh, packets by, I already know which port it was communicating. 576, which port we are using for our reverse communication. So this will be 8567. I was filtering with the 8567. So now we can now you can find there is a lot of connections are coming. Uh, uh, Receiving and transferring from this port. You can see the info 85672 52126 52162 52262 567. So now you can find the source IP was 18.3. It was my Kali machine, and the destination was 18.10. This is my Windows machine, the IP address, and we already programmed. This is the TCP based program, so the communication will be in a TCP anyway. So you can see the command which I have been executed, ifconfig, and the next command which I have executed. So you can see each and everything. So I got a result like if config is not recognized as a internal or external command. You can see the output in, you can see the same output in the terminal, Kali Linux terminal. You can find the same here. If config is not recognized as an internal or an external command, you can find the same wordings in the version. So I already said this completely a network monitoring tool. You can monitor any each and anything that was transferring or um, uploading or downloading from the internet. Okay, so this tool will be used to investigate the command and control connection. So we just filtered with the port connection, and we can understood so there is a reverse connection has been going on. Okay. So this is the same way the companies, the organization will operate, and they will find out what happening on their network. Okay. uh, this is the one of the useful tool. You can filter this by lot of things. You can filter it with the IP address 192.168.18.3 or 10. So whatever you can do, go ahead and filter it that way. So filtering, this, if you need to use this kind of options, the filters and all, you have to understand about the ports and protocol that will be commonly used, and you need to read about the Wireshark documentations more um, for that. So the next one, this is the first one, just an example we have created. So I don't know how many of them know the Windows based DLL files, dynamic link library. So if you don't know about the file, just go ahead and learn about the DLL files. So DLL files is basically a library files. So for example, if you need to create any browser application or any program that needs to communicate to the internet, so you need to program more than 1000 lines, right? So it will be difficult, basically. So what Microsoft did, they created everything. They created what we want. So we need to use that code. They created every codes and they put it into the operating system that will be under the. So you can see each and everything. The Microsoft Ware creator, system 3 to. So you can see lot of DLLs and library files will be there. So there will be a DLL called URL mon.dll. So this is the library file. If the library files is not present in your machine, so your machine was unable to communicate with the internet. Okay, so this library will be useful for communicating to internet, like uploading files, downloading files, or anything. So your browser application, anyway, your browser application will interact with that DLL files. So based on the DLL, the Chrome or Firefox, they will created their browser application, right? Okay. So this URL mon DLL contains lot of codes, more than 10,000, 15,000 lines of code. So what we are doing, when you want to develop any Chrome or any application, or like Chrome or any browser application, you are using this DLL and you are creating your applications. Okay, this is not only for a Chrome application. There is a lot of DLLs will be there. So if you want to encrypt, or if you want to create a software like encryption, it will do a basic encryption and all. So there will be a DLL called AD something. Uh, I forgot their name. I didn't remember the name exactly. So it will be started as adv.api.dll or something. So Microsoft already created each and everything. You just need to use that DLL and you need to develop their code. Okay. So developing DLLs will be if you know malware development, it will be easy. But yeah, let's skip that. We'll go to the program, the DLL, the basics DLL which we have created. Let me see. Yeah, this is the DLL which I have created slash include windows.h, and it will just display hello from DLL. This is a message which this is going to display. Okay, so you need to compile this CPP program. So this is a C++ program, and once you compile, you will be getting the output. Let me okay, you'll be getting the output like hello test.dll. Okay, so I have already pulled everything in my Windows machine. So hello test.dll. So you just manually executed. So let me do one thing. So let me close this session and I'll do the thing. So when you do executing this reverse cycle.exe, uh, which we have previously created, this executable file .exe file. So when you double click on the application, so it will be loading some prompt. So you need to click on the run, right? So now the system has been executed and it gave the reverse shell to you. Okay, but DLL is not like that. So if I execute this DLL, so it will be there will be no it will not execute in the machine. Okay, manually. Okay, so anyway, I already said, so Chrome or any browser application, it will use the libraries and it will use that library and it will do their functionalities. Okay, in the similar way, so if this DLL needs to be get executed, so some applications or some executables needs to interact with the hello test.dll. Okay, so we will do one thing. We will see one more tool called as a PEBR. So PEBR also, you can, this is a free tools. You can go ahead and you can download the PEBR. So you can click on this release, and you can download. So what versions you want. Okay, once get downloaded, so this is the PEB here, and if I execute this PEB here, the PEB here will get loaded. Okay, so this tool will be also used for a malware analysis. Let me load a PE. So we'll load the hello test.dll, which we have created. Now you can see the DLL header. This is MESET. MESET is a magic number. We will say this is a magic number. Sometime in most of the interviews, if you are interested in cybersecurity jobs, so if you are attending any interviews, they will be asking about this the some magic numbers of the executable. Okay, so 4D and 5A. So this is the 4D means M, 5A means Z. Okay, so if you seeing this kind of 4D 5A in any of the program, so that file will be an executable file. Okay, so anyway, the DLL is also an executable. I already said it will be used by Chrome or some other browser application or any applications that want. So there is a lot of theory behind that. I'm not going to cover each and everything, but I'm not know how you are remembering, how you going to understand this kind of thing. This will need a depth understanding about the operating system and few more things. Okay, basically, but this will be very important when you are attending cybersecurity interviews. I don't know how much you have trained, but um, yeah, I'll give the solution last. So here you can find this 5D5045. So you can see the PE here. So PE means a portable executable format. Okay. So let me go for some more export functions, and you can see there is a run message box.exe. We have created our DLLs like that. So there is a function name, function called run message box. So you can see the same function here. So this is also a malware analysis tool that will be mainly used for doing some malware analysis things, analyzing the malwares and all. And so this is the function, the run message. Give me, yeah. So this is the run message function. Okay, I can able to execute this DLL basically. So if you want to execute the DLL, you need to use the lol bins. Let me do that for you. So there is a lol bash called as run DLL 32 dot exe. So you can use this run dll32.exe to execute any DLL files. Okay, if you double click on this application, it will not be get executed. So instead of that, if you want to execute any DLL files manually without interacting with any applications, you can use the run dll32.exe, and you need to give a file here. Then you need to call the function of the DLL. So we know the function of the DLL. This is the function of the DLL which we have created. So you can see the void callback. So if I call back the function run message box, so it will execute the message box, and it will give a uh, alert prompt like hello from DLL. Okay, so anyway, this is the functions we are going to call run message box. Let me call that function run message box. So when I execute that function, so you can see hello from DLL has been executed, right? So this is the way you need to execute the DLL functions manually. The threat actors or hackers will do the same when they try to execute any malware files or uh, any DLL files in the target machine or in the Windows machine. Okay, this one way you can execute that. So we have seen three kind of tools that will be commonly used for malware analysis and network monitoring. Uh, yeah. So we'll jump on to the other tools now. Let me close my uh, Kali Linux VM and I will start on another VM. Might be my Predator sense has been crashed. So in between, let me show something. So this is a YouTube channel which I have posting some. I just started before 5 6 days before. So I just publishing some useful sessions which I have previously taken, like web application pen testing. If you want, you can watch that. Um so anyway, the cybersecurity is not a one domain. It has a lot of domains like VAPT, malware analysis, incident response, threat hunting, threat analysis, um, lot of the vulnerability assessment, and penetration testing, red teaming, offensive security, defensive security, red teaming, blue teaming. Lot of jobs are there. So this is one of the job, application pen testing. That will come under the VAPT, vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. Also, I am taking some classes for my for the students which they have enrolled the courses. Okay, so if you want a personal training from me, you can reach out to me, and I will definitely help you for entering into the cybersecurity. Okay, the training will be paid, not more. It will be like 110,000. Okay, but the training will be 100 days. 100 days challenge it will be. So I have a lot of students which I have trained before. So this is the job tracking which we are doing, and so you can see my students which they have completed some of the videos, and some of the live sections which I have taken before. So you can also do the, if you want a personal training, you can directly contact me. I will be guide you regarding that. Okay, let's my Kali machine has been started. Let me go for another tool. The tool name is a Cobalt Strike. This is a paid tool. So if you want this tool, it will be licensed, and the tool cost will be like more than 2.5 lakhs for an year. uh, so if you are joining my training, I have a bulk license. I will be giving the tools to you guys. So um, no issues about that. Okay, you will be getting a lot of benefits. You will be getting books, you will be getting PPTs, you will be getting interview guidance, tools which will be using lab support, CTF supports, and everything. Okay, we'll jump onto the Cobalt Strike. So this is one of the command and control framework which will be used for hackers worldwide. Okay, so you can see a lot of options here. Let me go for a listener. Anyway, let me need to check my IP address. Uh, so let me clear this. IF config. So this is my IP address of a Kali machine. So there's a, I already created a listener called as an attack for 18.27 with 8087 port. If you need to see more, don't worry about this tool. I know you will not be understanding this tool, but I have no other idea to do that. Uh, so if you want to learn this kind of advanced topics, so you have to be more you have to be understand about the concepts, and you have to learn more about the cybersecurity. So we'll do something. Yeah. So we'll create a executable for hacking the Windows machine. So here we have an attack. Choose this. We'll generate the code here. We'll save this. This for a session. CSSI session.exe. Let me save that, and we'll start Apache server. Service Apache to start. Now the Apache has been started. So tell me 18.27. Okay, so now you can see my executable which I have created before, session.exe. We'll download this and we execute this program. Now my program is going to execute. So when I execute the program, so I got a reverse connection. Okay, so now you can see I got a reverse connection from one of the machine, right? So we executed our program in the Windows machine, so we got a reverse connection here. Let me go to the interact. I'll give help here. So the Cobalt Strike will support a lot of things. So we will, what we will do, we will check what are the process that has been running on our Windows machine. So we'll do to checking that there will be the option PS, so process list. We'll do that PS. So this will take some time to get the result. Yeah, now you can see the result. You can see there is a session.exe has been running, and a few other programs, cmd.exe has been running. Then we have lot of program has been running. So the program cmd has been running in a with a bit of this is a process id. The cmd has been running in a 10432. So might be this could be the command shell, right? So let me go to the Kali. Okay, so this could be a command shell. It was still there. So you can kill the section. So if you give the kill with 10432. So now you can see the cmd.esp has been automatically terminated. It has been killed by the process. Okay, so we task b can kill to 10432. So we have killed the cmd.exe in the Windows machine. Okay, so you can do lot of things here in the Cobalt Strike. So there is lot of options. So you can do. So you can dump the hashes, you can dump the passwords. Okay, so there is a many options you can do with the Cobalt Strike, the tools. Okay, so we will do some so if I click on the credentials, so you can see the password of my Windows machine. So my Windows machine password will be password. So you can see my password here. Okay, so usernames and password here. So basically you will be getting each and everything. Okay, so if I'm typing any keys in the Windows machine, probably you will be getting that also. It will take some time to give that keystrokes which has been recorded, but it will be definitely give each and everything you need. Okay, so if you need to take a screenshot, you can go ahead and take a screenshot. If you need to list the process, you can do that. If you need to go for a port scan, you can do it, everything. Okay, so this will be an advanced tool. So now you can see the screenshot which my Cobalt Strike has been taken, so you can see my Windows machine. So I was in the another page in a MS Edge. So if I click on the screenshot now, access screenshot. Now my task beacon has been running. It will be completing shortly. So here you can see two machines are there. One is a Kali machine and another one is a Windows machine. So this is the Kali. I was controlling. I This is my hacking machine. So which I will be used for a hacking. This is the Windows machine which I will practice a hacking. Okay, which will be used for practicing a hacking. So I feel the next screenshot yeah, now the next screenshot is also ready. I feel it was saying so received screenshot to the profile on MS Edge. Okay, so there's the file as.txt something. Let me go to the next one so you can see the screenshot here which my Cobalt Strike has been taken. So this is the advanced tool which will be used for a hacking. It's a command and control tool, but it's very costly. It's like 2 lakhs. Okay. Let me introduce another. You can do a lot of things from this tool, but I'm skipping that. You can't able to understand the thing which I'm doing. I'll go for another tool. The tool name is Star Killer. Sorry, my machine has been terminated and has been hanged. Let me do from a starting. Star Killer. So this is one of a hacking tool which will be free. So if you need, you can download it by own. I'm not going to teach. Okay. Because you need to you have some interest in cybersecurity to learn these things and all. If you do not have any interest, just go to the other domains. My advice will be don't come to here. That will be useless for your future. Okay, so if you need a job in cybersecurity, just prepare, gain some knowledge. So if you need a guidance, reach out to anyone who will be in cybersecurity, who will be very interested to guiding you. If you are not interested in cybersecurity, just get out from the field. Okay, go for programming or whatever things you need. So because uh, the companies are not like before. Okay, so they are expecting more knowledge from you. They are expecting advanced attacks, advanced. They will be asking advanced questions. They'll be asking some questions and some wordings you will not be understand about the wordings and all. Okay, so uh, be clear. So if you are in a cybersecurity, do hard work. Okay, so this is a listener which I have created before. So my IP address will be 18.27 and the port will be 8760 and the stages. So I just created a lot of stages, but I will teach a fileless malware here. So what's a fileless malware? So you can see some files in .dlls or if you go to the previous things, so you can see some files like which you have previously executed, session.exe, or where's that? So session.exe or hello.dll or something. There's a file, right? Hello.dll. You are executing it through command, or you are double clicking the applications and you are executing. But what is a fileless malware? There is no files for that malware. So you can create a fileless malware in Cobalt Strike also, but we'll explore different tools. Okay, there is Windows HTA file. You can create a fileless malware from here, ABC or something. Listener will be the which we have created. So just created the file. So actually, this is my file, the PowerShell.exe. Let me do one thing. Let me rename this abc.txt. Let me put this in my server. htm let me go to my Windows machine and we'll load that file from here. Cool. Could be some issue. Yeah, I got it. And we need to start the Apache server. So we use Apache to start. So let's go. Okay. APPACHE. So now the Apache server has been started. Now you can see it has been loaded. So this is abc.txt. So now you can see the PowerShell NOP something has been there. What I am doing to do, I was executing this string from cmd.exe. Okay, I just taken the PowerShell.exe string and I am going to execute the strings through cmd. Let me wait for some time. We'll go back to the star killer. We'll see the agents. So now you can see a few seconds ago, October. Oh, okay. Today the date is 20 and October 20, 2024, 11:59 a.m. Some of the I got some reversal from PowerShell.exe. Okay, the process will be the PowerShell.exe because I executed the PowerShell based fileless malware. This is called as fileless malware. There is no file behind it. So when you are executing this, malicious strings into the cmd.exe, it will be directly injected into the memory. Okay, basically we will call it as a RAM. So this script will be basically directly injected into the process memory, like a system memory, and it will give a reverse connection. So other executable, the loader or the operating system needs to load that uh, from the disk, but this will be the fileless malware will be more harmful, more malicious comparing to the executable file, because it will be directly injecting into the system memory. So it will be very harmful and it will be very difficult to detect that because there is no file behind that. Let me check on this. So you can do many things from here. Okay, so we are interacted with the agents, so we already hacked the uh, Windows machine, so you can do many things from here. Mimikatz, okay, trust keys. There is a lot of options you can do. Shells, PowerShells, connection screenshot. You can do a screenshots. Many options are there. I was blank. I was still blank. Which options I can use? Let me use this. So you need to select that. You can click on running. Okay. Uh, Module needs to run in elevated. Okay, this is not enough privilege. So what I'm going to do? Let me copy this. Let me do one thing. CMD. I was running as a CMD as an administrator privilege. Let me execute that now. So now again I'll be getting one more shell. Now I will be done shell. Now I can execute this command. Okay, it will be outstring anyways, or you can convert it to JSON or anything. So now the module execution has been started, and let's wait for some time. So there is one task ID has been running. We will explore that. In between we can execute some other commands. So we'll execute this. Okay. Module compile failed. Let screen. Okay. It's OSX PowerShell based screen connect. We'll do that. We'll see what we will get. Other task will be running. So every task will be present under here. You can do what are the things you need. It will take some time. We'll explore some other useful things. Collection keylogger submit. Okay, we'll see some if we get some output or not. The command has been executed and it gave the output like get vault credentials. And the next command for directories, the next one view image. So if I give the view image, you can see my output here. Job started. So some jobs has been started. Keystrokes. Let me type something. Okay. Okay. We'll type something here in the Windows machine. We'll see whether any keystrokes has been recorded. Okay, you can see the output here, JRE, which I have typed in the browser session. So if I go for notepad, so we will see, we'll refresh this and we will see there. So now you can see I just opened a notepad and I typed this wordings. So it will recording each and every keystroke which I was typing. Okay, so this is advanced tool. You can do a lot of things. So this is the way the hackers will be stealing your data and everything. Okay, so I don't know how many of them understand about these tools and all, but anyway, this advanced concept. And I was once again I was saying, if you need any help, so if you need to guide in, if you need to be guide in cybersecurity, if you need more training in cybersecurity, if you want to get familiar in cybersecurity, if you need a cybersecurity job, just contact me. This is my number. So I'll be added in the I have a separate WhatsApp group for that. I'll be adding you guys in the WhatsApp group, and I will be I will be giving a personal training for each and everyone. So if you are more interested in cybersecurity, just text me. I'll be getting you in the cybersecurity. Okay. So I will be guide you till you get a job in cybersecurity. Okay. So let me introduce myself. I was Ajay. I was working in a Sophos for 3 years. I was working as a threat analyst, and I'm doing the teaming, offensive, defensive, and each and everything. And I know malware analysis, incident response, threat hunting, many domains. I explored. I have knowledge in many domains. Okay. I feel now it's 55 minutes. Let's take some break. I will hop off this video, and we will see you guys. So if you are interested in personal training, or bye bye.